Back to the news. The federal government shutdown hits the 1-month mark today, with open enrollment for Obamacare set to begin this weekend. Americans are bracing for the biggest cost increases in more than a decade. Ryan Nobles explains this and more from Washington.
For millions of Americans set to lose government assistance to buy food Saturday, a reprieve. Friday afternoon, a federal judge in Rhode Island ordered the Trump administration to continue funding SNAP even as the government shutdown continues. The White House had said that government food assistance would end Saturday. The order affects more than 40 million Americans. But the court order does not solve the bigger problem. We're now 1 month into the federal government shutdown, and there's seemingly just one thing Democrats and Republicans in Washington agree on.
Your government is failing you right now.
Republicans pointing the finger at Senate Democrats, blaming them for the fallout of thousands of federal workers going without paychecks and the threat of millions being kicked off government assistance at any moment.
Every American who is concerned about this, every American that is feeling the harm, you should call the Senate Democrats and tell them to stop the nonsense.
But Democrats say a bigger crisis is on the horizon, and they won't vote to reopen the government until it's taken care of.
Republicans in Congress are still refusing to work with Democrats to stop the looming health care premium increases.
I'm always going to meet. All they have to do is open up the country.
Affordable Care Act premiums are set to see their biggest price hikes in more than a decade if Congress doesn't extend expiring federal subsidies. Millions of Americans caught in the middle.
It's not our fault that the government shut down, and obviously we would like our leaders to come to some sort of agreement or at least receive a paycheck.
In Washington, Chef Jose Andres' World Central Kitchen, which usually feeds the needy in disasters and war zones, is feeding furloughed federal workers. And across the country, food banks have been bracing for an influx of SNAP recipients as the fight over continuing those benefits rages on.
SNAP provides 9 times the amount of food that the charitable food system does.
I'm proud this place here, where we can get the things that we need.
Ryan Nobles, NBC News, Washington.